Okay, day 59 of trying to become a SOC analyst. We're on the LetsDefend platform. I've assigned myself this medium severity ticket, SOC 131, reverse TCP backdoor detected. Let's have a look at the ticket. So we've got the endpoint 172, MikeComputer. There's been a bat file accessed with the hash, but it's been device action flagged as cleaned. So we don't normally get AV picking up malware on these alerts, so this might be an interesting one. So let's jump in and see what we can figure out. Let's grab the hash and check out virus total. This code creates a socket connection to the host 81 dot on port 443, then creates two threads. This code is likely used to create a reverse shell which allows the attacker to control. Okay. So, do we have any sandbox reports? So we've got a couple of C2 addresses that we could investigate. I think first let's grab the file. Infected, download, what's it zipped as? 3D. Oops, sorry, wrong hotkey. Okay, so it's a Python script. Windows focused. Oh, I mean it's BAT, so we know that. It's got the IP. So we already found that on virus total, but it's good to see it in the actual code. Let's go to the logs and see if there's any connections made to that IP. So no connection. Just what more? If we scan through, what more can we see? Just looking if there's any other addresses in here. No. So okay. So no connection to the C2, and it was classed as clean. So I think we're feeling pretty confident that the endpoint didn't get infected, but we will go to endpoint security. It was Mike was the host name, I believe. Oh, what was it? MikeComputer.14. MikeComputer. So we have a PowerShell. Document, Outlook, Chrome for processors. So only thing interesting possibly there's the PowerShell. Network connection. Sorry, what's my browser? I've got the 198 and the 67 address. Oh. So that's a worry. That is a worry. So that looks like base 64. Do we have a cyber shell? No. A cyber chef, sorry. From base 64. Oh, there's got to be another filter we can apply to make it a bit more readable, but I mean we can see temp Word 2000 image type directory net service, point manager, security protocol. God, it's difficult to read. Let's see what Magic comes up with. No, Magic was not helpful at all. I mean, we know it's base 64, but there's going to be another encoding used as well. Nope, not that. Oh, let's ignore this for the time being. Well, not ignore it, but... Okay, March 1, 2021. This PowerShell with the encoded base 64 is not in our time frame. So this is sometimes what happens with LetsDefend is you get your alert, but then your logs don't match up with the time. Then this could be a completely different alert, like malicious PowerShell script detected. So I think we're going to go back to the fact that it was classed as cleaned. The C2 address was not contacted. The endpoint, it does have the malicious PowerShell script. I mean, we're assuming it's malicious based on the fact that it's encoded with base 64. And if we look at some of the calls, net web client, replace, I mean, security type protocol, a security protocol, and environment temp word, like it's all very suspicious. The zip there, it looks like, is that a zip? But I think I'm getting down a rabbit hole with that one because I don't think it's related to our March 2021 alert. So let's start the playbook and see what we figure. Actually, we can start the playbook, but just had an idea that maybe we run it in any run. I mean, it was flagged as clean, so I think this should be a fairly straightforward alert, but I do want to make sure that we check everything. Now, what was it called? MS. Sorry, I have a very unorganized download folder. And let's run this in Windows 10. Okay, let's see what we can see detonate. And if it links to that PowerShell, then we can get back on track with the PowerShell. But if it looks like it's doing something else, we can assume that it was cleaned. So we've got conhost.exe is spawned off it. Okay. Any IPs flagged as suspicious or malicious? Doesn't look like it. Let's add another minute on that. Microsoft and Bing. Network threat. Okay, there we go. So what have we got? Okay. I can't copy that, I'll just write it out. 4.231.128.59 we'll grab that and have a look in our logs. No verdict on this one. The problem is with this is if it never got to its payload, that 88 IP, you know, it might never see what the script was trying to do on the 88microsoft.com. No, that can't be right. Okay, what were we going to do? Check our logs for that IP. Nothing in there either. So I'm confident to go through the playbook now. Did I not start the playbook? So we haven't spotted any traffic, so we're going to go with other. It was quarantined. Analyze the malware. Or we're basing that on the LetsDefend, that it's reverse shell, so it is malicious. The C2 address that we looked up in the Python script, 81 IP was not accessed, and we also went a little bit further and tried to detonate the script, and we did see a 4 dot IP that also does not seem to be malicious. With the 4 dot, not 100% sure that it's related to our malicious bat file. Where's our virus total IP? Oh, no, sorry, it was in my terminal. Grab this IP, throw that in our ticket. And we've got, actually we could just get it from here, MD5 sum, what was it, msi.bat. msi.bat. Fat fingered F12, okay. So happy with those artifacts. I will just put that back in my copy and paste. Alright, I'll pause the video and write up some notes. I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, so I've written up my notes. We've got the MITRE attack technique, command and scripting interpreter, ingress tool transfer application layer protocol. We've done the log in the 5W style. We've got the who, suspicious activity from host MikeComputer. The activity involved execution of a batch file named msi.bat, which attempted to launch a Python-based reverse connection to an external IP address. The alert SOC 131 reverse TCP backdoor. Detected, triggered after the file msi.bat was detected on the endpoint. Analysis of the batch file shows that it attempted to execute a Python script designed to establish a reverse connection to the external IP address 81. Endpoint protection logs indicate the file was automatically cleaned before execution could complete. When, we've got the timestamp, the where, hostname MikeComputer, the source IP, the 172 address. Malicious file msi.bat detected on the endpoint attempting to communicate with external IP 81.68. Now actually, I wonder if I've wrote that incorrectly based on the fact that the file was cleaned and never was able to actually attempt to communicate, but we'll leave it how it is. The why, the alert was generated due to detection of batch file attempting to launch a reverse TCP backdoor using Python. Investigation showed no successful outbound connection to the external IP address in network logs. and the endpoint security control reported the file as cleaned. No evidence of the Python script running was found on the endpoint. Now I've just ignored the fact that we saw the PowerShell script because it has the wrong date, so I think it's related to a different alert. So we'll just ignore that. So go continue. We'll close our alert. So it was a true positive. It was malicious, but we don't believe that it was able to run because it was cleaned. Now let's see if I was right. 52-day streak. That's great. Let's see if I was right, or if that PowerShell with the wrong dates was something we were meant to look at. So, okay. Great, we got all 4 questions in the playbook right. So it was true positive. Check if someone request. So no one accessed the C2 address, so that was the correct call. The analysis of the malware was malicious, and it was quarantined or cleaned. So that was a good one. That was I think the first alert I've done on LetsDefend that is actually of a file that has been cleaned by the endpoint security or antivirus. So that's interesting to see what an alert like that looks like. I did get a little bit sidetracked by the MikeComputer. Where is it? Oh, I think I've closed it already. The MikeComputer endpoint showing a PowerShell script with the base 64 encoding, but sometimes that happens on the platform. You just get alerts sort of intermingling. So that's it for today. I'll see you on day 60 of trying to become a SOC analyst. Thank you.